Luke Shell is like most other kids.
He's probably my most artistic student.
He enjoys drawing and doing arts and crafts. He also likes to play sports and never passes up a chance to go outside. But one thing is holding Luke back. He has a reading disability. Is it difficult having that reading disability?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty tough?
Yeah.
How long have you struggled with your reading disability?
Since the first grade.
Is it helpful being in this class?
Yes.
Pretty helpful?
Yeah.
Teachers help you out quite a bit?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Luke is not struggling alone. According to the National Center for Learning Disabilities, nearly 2.4 million American public school students suffer from some level of a learning disability. A growing concern among parents as well as educators, learning disabilities are most commonly diagnosed at the elementary level, but have the potential to affect students into junior high and senior high school.
I see it especially affecting a lot of students about that age, because that's when everyone wants to fit in. That is such a normal, response to growing up. You don't want to look different. You want to fit in.
One obstacle for these students is getting parents on board with the special education process. Nearly 35% of parents struggle with their attitude and ability to cope with their child's learning disability. Rachel Smith, a former special education teacher and current Title I teacher, has lots of experience to draw from on this issue. How long did you teach special education?
11 years.
Wow, very
Yeah.
nice. How long have you taught Title I?
11 years.
11 years ago.
Yep, this is my 22nd year of teaching.
How do you approach parents about their child with a learning disability? How do you approach them about that problem?
Yeah. Well, hopefully I do it delicately, with great care and understanding. When we get to a point where a student actually qualifies as having a learning disability, it's not new to the parents. The parents all along have known that there's been something going on, So that part, that learning's hard for them in some ways, is not new. It shouldn't be a shock, but it's still, you want to handle it delicately.
Another prevalent issue is dealing with the stigma attached to students who receive help in special education. Is there a stigma attached to children in special education, and how do you break away from that stigma?
All right. I think it can happen, and I think it does happen as far as that stigma goes. It depends on how the adults in the child's world perceive things. So if we come to it in a positive way, then kids, especially at the elementary level, they follow suit. We're not making those distinctions to where we're separating kids out like that. It's, you're going where you need to go to get the help that you need.
Luckily, though, today's educators are more than willing to help students through challenges.
Yeah, research is showing the earlier that there's intervention now with reading disabilities, or really any kind of academic or physical disability, the earlier the better.
This was especially evident when interviewing Miss Smith. What is your favorite part about being an educator?
It's that paycheck.
That paycheck?
Yes.
Bringing in the money?
Yeah, right. Rolling in the jing. It is, let's see if I can put this into words. I enjoy being able to teach people stuff, but it's less about that and more about when a child, usually, but I work with adults as well, when they get it. And I'm not meaning the light bulb goes on like, I get the answer to this problem. No, it's when they get that they are capable, and when they see themselves as learners, that's a real thrill for me.
There is other good news as well. In the past 10 years, the rate of students with learning disabilities has declined by 18% nationwide. This is a tremendous step in the direction of a better, more supportive education system for children afflicted with learning disabilities. These learning disabilities are not a prescription for failure. With the right kind of guidance and support, there are no limits to what children with learning disabilities can achieve. Okay, go for it.
What
astronaut's favorite sandwich?
What is the astronaut's favorite sandwich?
Lunch meat.
That is fantastic. Awesome.
That's so funny.